Hi. Does it say Rage 2? It says Rage 2. That's okay. We'll change that. Why is it so it said Rage? Did it say Rage 2 on Thursday as well? We'll change that. Yeah, okay, there we go. We're live. I'm guessing did we go live with Rage 2 on... Me and Ben did a joint stream at the end of last week and we played Time Splitters, but did we just forget to change the stream name for that entire thing? Anyway, I've certainly forgotten to do it for today. Hello everyone on the internet. It's a classic Peter Austin stream right at the beginning. As soon as I pressed the button, as soon as I, literally the moment I went live on the internet, I was like, okay, well that will have sent an email to people saying Peter Austin's now live with whatever we played last. Thursdays on YouTube, of course, Rory Siegel. You're absolutely right. Yeah, so that's why it didn't happen then. Anyway, I'll quickly just change this thing. But that's fine. It gives people a chance to get into chat, into the stream. Only thing is, some of them might be turning up expecting Rage 2, and they're going to be grossly disappointed. Hello, everyone. Battlefront 2 campaign. What should we call it? I'll just put finale because I can't think of an interesting title. Finale. TripleJump went live with Star Wars Battlefront 2. Boo-whip. That's a boo-whip. I can't see it right now because I've got the thing open. But I'll check it almost immediately. Hello, everyone. Which game selection? No, not Battlefield. Do I have to put Star Wars? Or where's the list of games that we're playing today? Star Wars BA. Battlefront 3 is an option. Where is Battlefront 2? Oh, there it is. I got it. Star Wars. Battlefront 2 campaign. Finale. TripleJump live. Star Wars Battlefront 2. TripleJump live. Okay, done. Excellent. I've done that. That will update. Not for the people who are already here, but you could always do a little quick refresh if you wanted to. It's up to you. If you want a nice clean and tidy stream that looks that says what it's supposed to say, that's your lookout, you know. Right. Well, I've just brought up my chat window and I've now lost every message that has been said up to this point. So if you said anything interesting, feel free to say it again. But I'm assuming it was just lots of hellos. Hey TP, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. People who I'm assuming said things. Updated for Mr. EastEnder without refreshing. That's interesting. The title updated, not the category or picture. Okay, well, whatever. That's fine. Every time Peter is early, he still has to set up everything. Yeah, I know. Hello, Peter. I assume this isn't actually Rage 2, winky face. Yeah, we fixed it now. I just need to... Even if you refresh now, it doesn't always update. So you'll have to refresh in 5 minutes or something. But that's fine. Hello everyone. Cecil Prumps is here. Cecil Prumps is a moderator now, so you just watch yourselves. Oh, that's really big, isn't it? That's huge. Ah, well, that's very nice. I'll just shrink down those donations because that was huge, but it's a very nice thing to say and do. Let me just get Streamlabs open as well so I can read all those bits, donations, etc. So is it the 20th today? Yeah, that's that. So that was from Stephen. Stephen donated $5, which means that Stephen's message was read by Mrs. Robot Lady, Robert Lady. So that's cool. That's good. That subscription that happened early on, that's just gone because I've refreshed my chat. Yeah.
Have some yummy blips in exchange for the attention that I crave. Smiling face with smiling eyes, 2 hearts.
Thank you. There we go. Thank you, Carrie. That's very kind. Thanks for the bits. Very generous. Anyone who's been here since the beginning, tell me who the subscription was from. It should be in the chat, like if you scroll up. I'd like to just give them a little bit of a shout out because I feel bad that they subbed. But anyway, hey Peter, have some yummy bits in exchange for the attention that I crave. Says Carrie the worst. Carrie is not the worst. Rory says Sir Robot Lady is very quiet. I can bring her up a bit. The only thing is later on, if we finish this game, this Star Wars game, which I'm hoping we will. I'm playing a game that I'm running on a PC, and so I preemptively turned the PC volume down a little bit, but I will turn her up for now. N. Barlam, people are saying, thank you, N. Barlam, for subscribing. Thank you for people for checking who subscribed. Lord Brotovich is here as well, also ready and waiting to mod the socks off you. So that's all good. Right, okay. I think we should go. I think we should do this. So let me change my input on the telly so that I can see the game that we're going to be playing. Today... Oh, which one is it? That one? Source. Yes, it is. Okay, I'll just launch the game before I... Can't actually hear any... Oh, there we go. Yeah, okay. I'll launch the game before I bring it up, but... So, yeah, there's now a Barbara Piss emote. There's also a 420, the sex number one. I think it's just those two that we've added, but yeah, absolutely. Hello, wires. Hello, wires. Hello. I'm good, I've de-wired. I'll look at all the emotes. The mods are gonna ban you for spamming. No, don't do that. Don't ban anyone. We've just discovered a new emote, and that's, you know, it's fine to stretch your emote legs once a new one comes in, but that's, you know, as long as it calms down in good time, that's all fine. Happy 520, says N. Barlam, which is like 420, but even more blazed. God, that's true. That is true. Oh yeah, that's Carrie's art, that Barbara Pierce, isn't it? Go Carrie. Oh, Carrie didn't even know we were doing it. Carrie says, "Hold up, what?" Yeah, we've used Carrie's art without permission. No, we do have. I think we spoke to her about something else that may not be happening. We've got Carrie's release, I think. Tiny Peter and the Wire Monster coming to... Oh, yeah, absolutely. Thank you for the bits, Tyler Warner Music. How loud is the game? Because I can't hear shit, but I think that... I mean, I can't hear anything. But I think that might just be me. I will turn it down on my end. That was really loud Star Wars music, and I couldn't hear a thing. Thank you for the subscription. Davil23. Dave, maybe it's just Dave L. You know, David... David Lee. Subscribe via Twitch Prime. Oh, I need to shift these thingies. There we go. Maybe there. I don't know. They've been moved. I came down, started the stream, and they were massive. So I don't know what's going on.
Just got an email this morning that my TripleJump shirt and hoodie is on its way. Can't
yes.
wait to wear them.
Stephen with another donation. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you not only for donating twice, but also for buying our merch. You can, if anyone wants to support us financially, that's very kind of you. You're able to do so by buying our merch at triplejut.mp/shop, or you can donate at triplejut.mp/donate, or there should be a button depending on how or where you're watching the stream right now. Thank you, Espurious, for gifting a subscription to Duke343. They've given 3 subs in the channel. I mean, you're not quite a Rosy Chew, but you know, those are lofty heights that I don't think anyone can really compare with. So Espurious is definitely up there. You know, being second to Rosy Chew on sub gifts is like, you know, it's like coming second to what's his name, Usain Bolt in the sprint. So Thank you very much for your generosity, Spurious, as always. Sparky Ball says, hi TP, I can't watch today as I have a college interview soon, but I just wanted to say hello. Well, thanks for stopping by to say hello, Sparky Balls. Oh, yeah, okay. I Baker, or that might be an L, it's hard to tell. It could be an uppercase I or possibly an L. Someone, Baker97, subscribe to Twitch Prime, subscribe for 3 months. Aren't we lucky? Thank you. Thank you all. Fantastic. Yeah, Eastburus, that sounds like a challenge. Oh, Anonymous, just subscribed. Thanks for subscribing, even if you didn't want to tell anyone about it. Welcome to the Walrus Clan. See, it says that now, so I'm not going to forget. Won't forget to say it. Although it does say in chat, Dick Rigorous subscribed. Maybe it doesn't allow the name, the username Dick, so it makes you anonymous. But Twitch chat is fine with it. That's weird.
Who's your favourite Star Wars villain?
It's all coming thick and fast. Thanks for the bits. Archers be cray. My favourite Star Wars villain. That's a toughie. That's a tough one. Because, I have to be a fan of both Darth Maul and Boba Fett for their kind of... the mystique of the fact that they don't really do anything in there. I mean, they do stuff, but they're not around for long, and they certainly don't say much, but they look cool. I do, however, think they are arguably slightly overrated. I don't know. Maybe I don't think that. Obviously, don't think very strongly about it if I do think it at all, because I'm hesitating. But, I like those two. Vader's cool. Like, Vader in Rogue One, that was awesome. That corridor scene that we all know and love and fear. That was quite the moment. So, yeah, maybe just Darth Vader, I have to say. He's certainly better than the Emperor and Grievous. Better than Snoke. So, this is the Battle of Jakku, which the aftermath of which we... Oh! These controls, man. I'm not going to change them today, though, because I think I do prefer them as they are. This is the Battle of Jakku, which we see... Oh, I've got some tangos on my tail. I do love flying an X-Wing in this game. It's super fun. It's definitely one of the best ships. Hello? You still on me? What have I got? I've got droid. Hang on, how do I... Droid repair. Oh, that's good. Quad laser cannon, proton torpedo. Oh, sweet. Okay, yeah. I love all of that. So, this is... Hang on, there's so much story happening, right? Well, not story, but level development. We're in the Battle of Jakku, which is the aftermath of which we see at the start of Force Awakens, where Rey lives with all the wrecked ships and stuff. So this level...
Anakin learned his evil ways when his daycare session with the younglings went wrong.
Oh my god, yeah, absolutely. Thanks again for the bits. Archers be cray. Shoot down an AT-AT, Rey needs a home. I love it. I should do that, Mystery Sender. Yeah, so that's where we are, and basically this is where the game really comes into its own in terms of having like narrative use, because it literally bridges the gap between the original trilogy and the sequel trilogy, more than really any other media was doing at the time. The books might have been out at the time, the aftermath stories, novels. But oh, I am. Imperial walkers are on their way, so I am. I think I am about to go and shoot down some walkers. That's cool. Could literally be Rey's one, couldn't it? So, I'm actually quite looking forward to finishing this game and moving on to the next one, because I've done like a very... I didn't end up doing a poll in the end, because there was a game that I knew... I was going to do a poll of like, what should I play next? And I was going to include this game and several others as options. And I knew that if this game that we're going to be playing after Star Wars didn't win, I'd be disappointed. And I was like, well, why don't I just play that then? If that's what I want to play, I should just play it. So I'll keep it quiet for now, because I don't know how much we'll be able to play at the end of this. And there's a story mode in it, sort of. Oh, I'm in a microwave. But there's also a kind of non-story, just fun multiplayer mode, which you can also play against the computer. So if we don't have a lot of time left, what I'll do is I'll just play a little bit of multiplayer against the computer, and then we'll probably start the narrative side of it after that, like next week or on Thursday. I might stream solo on Thursday. We'll see. Oh, we're talking about I don't like sand now. Oh, it's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere. So let's equip some cards. No. Survivalist is pretty good. It's worth having. And maybe impact grenade. Yeah, actually, like, screw the thermal detonator. Let's get rid of that. Let's have something else. Yeah, we'll have a vanguard. And I mean, I can't read any of that, but fine. Flash grenade. Heal. Administers a back to base. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, sweet. Well, okay. Let's just do that then. Cool. Yeah, covering fire, everyone. I need to interact with these binoculars. Oh, so we've got like this orbital. I don't know if it's like the fleet or some kind of orbital satellite or something, but we use these binoculars. Hello, I'm doing it. Or do you want me to press trigger? I'm pressing trigger. Oh, there we go. So we've got orbital strikes coming in now. So I've got to like keep waiting for it to reload, and there's also going to be some boys on me as well. So here are the boys. Or girls. Some of them will be girls, I think. Nice. Let's I can barely reach that guy yet. Oh! Jesus! That's frightening. All I did was ask my droid to zap a guy. Oh! There's a grenade! Okay. I think that's... Is that going to die now, that one? Yeah! Ray! You got some free real estate to live in. People are saying woo. All my friends are saying woo. Yeah, we did it. Woo! Oh, that didn't reach. That's okay. I could orbital strike these fellas as well, but I don't think it's worth it. Not when there's an actual AT-AT approaching. Oh no! I died. I died. Tactical nukes incoming. Quick TP, going to rage mode like Rambo. Oh my god. So who's watched Worst Games Ever from last week? If you're a patron of $5 or more a month, you can see Worst Games Ever 2 days early. You get to watch it on a Friday. Hello? Why is it? Did it start me facing the wrong way? No? Oh, I must have killed the second one as I was dying, and we checkpointed. That's good. That's good to know. Yeah, Worst Games Ever. It was great. You know, Archers Be Crazy offering me death sticks now. Jeez, you don't want to sell me death sticks. You want to go home and rethink your life. What is this? Take one of these, whatever it is. Oh, it's a turret. Are we good? There we go. Auto turret placed down to defend my my fam, I believe is the technical term. Oh, so the Corvus has arrived, and we're going to evac these fellas and fellettes who are oh no, not that one. That one. Heal. There we go. What was I talking about before? I've already forgotten. Oh, Rambo. Yeah. You guys should watch last week's Game of Thrones. Jeez, worst games ever. I've watched Game of Thrones. Fortunately, I got up at 7 a.m. today to watch it before work, so I'm not in any danger of spoilers. Because I just knew the Twitter trends alone would be bad enough. Like, and even if you mute words on, don't worry, I'm not going to spoil anything for anyone. Don't worry. I know how that feels. Why is the loading so bad? I think this PlayStation's just off. I've never had any like loading hang when I played this game at home. Yeah, Game of Thrones, man. I watched it early today. I don't normally do that. I just wait until Monday evening. But I just knew like Twitter trends alone would be bad, and they still get shown to you even if you mute words. And lo and behold, and I won't say exactly what is what, but like spoilers for. There were spoilers shown for like who ends up on the Iron Throne and stuff like that. So it's all bad. Welcome to the Walrus Clan. I love bot. I don't know. Okay, here we go. Reach. So yeah, Snape kills Dumbledore. People are saying, yeah, it's all good. Hop into the X-Wing. So this is quite a fun level actually, because the battlefield is it's all going on in the battlefield, and you fly from one objective to the other, and occasionally you get given a choice of which to do first. So you do actually feel a little bit like it just feels slightly more open and immersive and realistic than like some other levels in this game. You do kind of feel like there's just all this stuff going on, and it's up to you to kind of go where and when you want. It's a bit like the second level of Halo Combat Evolved, when there's some Marines to save, and you can do it in any order. It's just that kind of that sense of openness. Oh! Yikes. So the little circles ahead of the ships, target ships, as I'm sure you can probably work out, is where you should be aiming for your to account for like the distance travelled, which is a nice little touch. Hello? Who's there? It's you. Oh, Wedge, did he just say? Is Wedge Antilles here? Love Wedge Antilles. He's one of my favourite like sort of side characters, like obscure non-hero supporting characters. Wedge Antilles is the best. He fights in space, in all the space battles. He fights in the Battle of Hoth, I think. He certainly fights in the Battle of Yavin and the Battle of the other one. Both Death Stars. Batman turns out to be alive, and the spinning top sits on the Iron Throne. Whoa! Spoilers! Catherine Expat. Go easy. Oh no, they're crashing the destroyer onto a deliberate crash course. Oh, I can't see anything! I'm flying through the fire. Okay, got one more to get. Sweet. Really? Okay. Well, let's go and deal with it. There we go. Tyler Warden is friends with someone related to Bruce Willis. That's interesting. My cousin is married to Ronan Keating's cousin. It's kind of the loosest possible connection to someone who is probably not even known by a wider audience outside of the UK. He was in Westlife. I think I've probably got some closer claims to fame than that, actually. I'm trying to think. Hello? Birds? Birds of a feather. Flock together. Thank you, Dr. Hoob. The Hoobs are here, so what do you say? Hoobs! Thanks for the subscription via Twitch Prime. He was in Boyzone. is says Sprout stuff. Is that right? I don't know. I thought it was Westlife because it's like because he's Irish, an island of. Is that not right? Was he in Boy? Maybe he was. I don't know.
Good. Stay close. Wait until I.
Oh, I shouldn't have used my. I shouldn't have. Oh no! Hang on. Is there a kit box somewhere here? Because I've got rid of my scan ability, and also I would quite like a sniper rifle. Oh, here's one. Perfect. I know Ronan Keating from when he performed with Elton John. Yeah. They're both Irish. What, Boys Own all Irish as well? I did not know that. So let us get a long range. What? Hello? Hello. What? Which one is a? Which one's a sniper rifle? I don't know. It needs to have low rate of fire, right? And a long rate. Is that it? Yeah, long blaster manufactured high precision. Okay, yeah. And then let's get rid of this heal. Unequip so that we've got scan, so I can see everyone, and try and do some sneakums. I'm still just completely loving Spider-Man, by the way. Those of you who listen to our podcast will know that I've recently started playing Spider-Man. I played it when it first released. I played it a bit for work and stuff. Like I played it at the office last year. But I've really I've sat down and I'm getting my teeth into it, and thoroughly enjoying it. So much. And the stealth as well, like turning up to a place and being able to crawl around and stick people up on walls and stuff, Only famous person quite insane is Matt. Hello, quite insane, by the way, thanks for joining us. Is Lenny Henry. Len.
Scan for me.
One of my favourite meeting a famous person anecdotes is a friend of my family. She used to live in London for a while, where you bump into more famous people in the UK than you probably do in any other city, just inherently, because that's where famous people are, in London. Is this... I feel like this is not going to kill the guy in one shot, and then it's going to... Oh, here we go. You've got to wait for that weird red thing on the side. Oh yeah, we've got it. Okay. Do they know? Do they know I'm here? Oh, they do. It wasn't worth it. I did not need the sniper rifle for this job. Oh. Okay, well, I may as well quickly just run back here. Yeah, so my friend lived in London, and she was in a bookshop. I might have even told this story before on a podcast or something, but she was in a bookshop, and there was loads of people standing around. She's like, oh, what's all this? What's going on? What's going on? And she heard this guy tapped her on the shoulder, and she turned around, and it was Gordon Ramsay, who Americans will know, even though he's a British guy, because he does quite well on American TV. Gordon Ramsay, the chef who swears at everyone. And he said, are you here for the book signing? And she said no. And to paraphrase, he said, we'll get out the flipping way then. He obviously didn't say flipping. He said a worse word that I'm not allowed to say because we're streaming. But my favourite thing about that is that if you're going to meet Gordon Ramsay, you kind of want him to swear at you, right? You've not really had the I've met Gordon Ramsay experience if he doesn't tell you to get out the effing way. So I think that's a good story. It's a good anecdote, and so it's not even my story, but I just retell it. It's a good one. Heal. There he is. My droid is somehow healing me with like a laser. The old bit of laser healing. We're all used to it. It's Star Wars. Is that a person? No. What's happened, droid? Shock that spot. Was the word fudging, says Rory Siegel. No. It was, oh! Frying. I saw Jake Wood at King's Cross once while I was dressed as Wario and my brother was Waluigi. Awesome. I love how you think you have to explain who... Oh, hang on, that's gone now. Who Gordon Ramsay is. The chef who swears a lot. No, I know I don't have to, but just to... I like to lead into that story with... Remember, you know that he swears a lot because there's a swear word in it, you know? Yeah, the idiot sandwich man. I met Colin Baker in the Doctor Who shop in Blackpool when I was young. He signed my receipt when I bought a toy out of there, which I thought was strange because I didn't realise who he was until I left the shop. Oh, poor Colin Baker. Arguably the least popular Doctor. And it wasn't really his fault for most of it. It was the writers. They really kind of screwed him over. What have we got here? Rocket launcher? I'll take that. Thanks, man. Hello? What's this? Oh, it's just Shriv. I've met David Mitchell and got his autograph at Chester train station. I'm really struggling to concentrate on this game because there's just all these claim to fame anecdotes. Or not even, it's not even a claim to fame, is it? It's just someone who you met. Hello? Oh my god, I think he survived that. Anyone still alive? I see some gunfire there. Shriv is just... Okay, we're good. We have got the things, the detonators.
Keep an eye out for more.
Keep an eye out for more. We got there's some more here. They just rendered to the render distance. More explosives.
Time to shut down the hangar for good.
Oh yeah, so there's ships are still leaving this hangar. Oh my god. Oh, I died. I think I did take it down though. I was part of a Doctor Who fan club here in the US in the late 80s. We had a convention and Colin Baker was guest of honour. As organisers of the con, we got some private time to talk with him. Oh, sweet. Today's the anniversary of John Pertwee's death. He died in 1997, I think. Today. He was a good doctor. He was one of the first doctors... Ah! I need somewhere safer to fire that thing. He was one of the first doctors... Oh, look at all these Fs. Thanks, guys. F in the chat. He was one of the first doctors I saw on telly when I was really young. There was an episode with him and the Autons, like the wax dummies. Way creepier than the kind of recreation of that episode at the start of Eccleston's run. You know, they kind of imitated that. I've got to just wait for this rocket launcher to recharge. Oh my god, I did it. Nice.
Bet they didn't see that coming.
Yeah, real creepy episode where these mannequins come alive, but it was kind of uncanny valley. Like, they were really bad mannequins. Like, they were all sort of degraded. They were like the wax models that you see at really cheap museums that don't have a lot of good funding. You know? Not some, like, really cool, high-quality Madame Tussauds stuff. I'm talking about those sort of crusty, crumbly, weird-looking ones, you know?
Exactly. Detonator planted.
I saw Jason Connery and Helen Baxendale when they were filming a movie in my town. Oh, sweet. That film... actually, no, I won't say that because I don't want it on record where I have family ties. A film was filmed in a town where some of my family live, but I don't want to dox anyone. Are we leaving? Yeah. Hello, just load the game. Jeez. Yeah, those sorts of mannequins. The Raiders of the Lost Ark melty ones.
Then just keep shooting. Get to the ship.
Zap him, droid. Zap that boy. Yeah. Nice. Get to the ship. Have you guys seen the video of Arnie being kicked. I knew that it had happened, but like I didn't realise quite how bad it was. Arnie was at this Arnold Schwarzenegger. This is obviously was at, I don't know what the event was, but there were loads of people, and he's like standing around. He's probably like signing people's stuff, and he's standing there. Some guy drop kicks him from behind, like runs into frame, leaps into the air, and kicks him with both feet. It's insane. And he doesn't really move. He just sort of goes like that because he's just solid as a rock. He's just a man made out of iron. He's literally a Terminator, I think. Michael Fassbender visited my job once on a day I was off, of course. Ah. Louis J. Weber has turned up. Sorry I'm late, Walruses. What have I missed? Has Tiny... I'm just flying an X-Wing without looking. Has Tiny Peeper said, Anakin, you're breaking my heart like Brian Butterfield yet? No, not yet. Not yet. I'll do a Butterfield Star Wars quote later, perhaps. I saw Margaret Thatcher once. Me and my mum were protesting outside Bournemouth International Centre and shouting, Maggie, 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 out, out, out. The coppers were friendly. Amazing. That's a good story. Okay. I think we're going up to the Corvus now. That's our ship up there. Look at all these ships flying around. Look at this. Look at this Battle of Jakku. It's all going down. The ships everywhere. It's pretty impressive stuff, actually. It's good stuff on the part of EA. Met Craig David at the Breen Leisure Park when I was on holiday there. Craig David. Oh no, sorry, there was a flicker and I read two messages at the same. It sort of popped into the sentence above. Met Craig David at an event I was working at. He's so needy. Yeah, I can imagine he's a bit of a diva. But Fotty Mad met Richard Cadell. I know that name, but I can't think who that is. Richard Cadell. Dunno. What's happening now? Oh yeah, so now I think this is the guy from like earlier. His ship has turned up and he wants to. They've come to attack the Corvus. Look, we're injured here. Corvus is all beat up. Been attacked by this Star Destroyer. Bombers, take it. Oh. It can actually be quite hard to attack bombers in this game because they're slow, which you would think is like, oh, that's good because I'll be able to just aim at them very easily. But actually, sometimes if you're like pursuing them, you can end up just overtaking them because you're in a fighter. You're generally a lot faster than a bomber, you know. That's okay. Oh, that's fun. Look at this. You can fire with all your guns at the same time and miss most of your shots. Proton torpedoes. There you go. That's impossible, even for a computer.
That's impossible, even for a computer. It's not impossible. I used to bullseye warp rats in my old 215 back on Tatooine, and they're not much bigger than a few meters.
Love that this farm boy just turns up to like what is effectively a military navy, and he's like,
It's not impossible. I could do that.
shut up. Nah, it's all good.
Use the Force, Luke. Trust your feelings. Oh no, someone is trying to attack me. No.
So now Hask has arrived. He's in some sort of TIE interceptor or TIE advance or something. So he takes loads of hits. So this is actually quite a good way of doing a boss fight in a game like this, because normally, you know, it's a bit weird when you're fighting against a load of like grunt soldiers and they all take very few hits, but then you meet a boss and you just fill them with bullets and for some reason they don't die. It's not very immersive, you know, but you can just kind of, because he's in a ship, it allows you to kind of think, oh, he's just got a super armored ship, and that's why he can take all of this beating compared to like other ships that I fought, you know? A bit more realistic, or more believable, you know? So that's always good. It's a good way to do a boss fight. On the other hand, it's not as satisfying just blowing up a ship as getting face to face with a guy, but I think we do both. That was like the main boss battle, and now we go and see the guy.
I'm to get my dad.
Aiden, he's not worth it.
I have to try, Del.
Nice jacket, Dal.
Retreat.
Retreat. Thank you, Jeff the Mongoose, for subscribing via Twitch Prime. Very good of you.
I don't use any social media, and I don't understand Twitch with all its mirror.
Oh my god. Well, thank you and welcome, Knee Deep and friends. Thank you for the donation of 5 USDs. I'm not watching anything, so I've already played this game, so it's fine. It's fine. I have zero clue about what or who this voice is supposed to be. It's hilarious. It's a character called Brian Butterfield, played by the English actor Peter Serafinowicz. Yeah, he voiced Darth Maul. No, sorry, yes, he did. He voiced Darth Maul. So the same man who says, "At last we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi. At last we will have revenge."
Also does this voice. Peter Serafinowicz.
I mean, I'm just doing like a caricature version of it. Like, even Brian Butterfield, silly character with deliberately silly voice.
Does not talk quite as nasally and incomprehensibly as this.
But it's a bit like that. So we're now on like the side of a
I see him.
blowing up ship. Oh no, I've got the sniper. I should have changed the sniper rifle. Oh, we'll make do and mend. Oh, maybe we can't. We might not be able to make do and mend here. Although it's pretty useful in
Long range situations.
Okay. That was fine. We managed. These guns, man. We're on the side of a Star Destroyer. This is pretty radical. Oh no, they're in the sky! I'll have to send my droid. I'll try Vanguard. That might be a bit better. Hello? Anyone else?
Heal me up.
Huh.
That's better.
So this is it gives you a speed boost, and it acts as like a pretty powerful shotgun. And I've got a special perk that allows me to gain some time on the clock as it ticks down, which is why I've had it in my hand for so long, even though it's only a temporary weapon. It's called like regeneration Vanguard or something, recharge Vanguard. It just means that whenever you get a kill, you actually gain a bit of time back, which is nice. Get him, droid. Oh no! Fs! Just 360 no scope, them everyone's saying. Yeah. I think the gun is actually less powerful if you don't use the scope. I think you have to aim at people and it like charges up. Why did it give me... I thought I changed this gun ages ago. That's weird. Maybe it was when I I don't know. We'll use this. We'll use the chargy one. Maybe it actually gave me that on purpose because that's the best tool for the job, but I wouldn't have thought it is. Oh, hello. Yeah. Good question, Archers Be Cray. The Mandalorian, which is the upcoming TV show, live action show that Disney are doing on Disney Plus or whatever they call it, their new on-demand streaming service, a la Netflix. Mandalorian is set after... I keep getting mixed up because the new game that's coming out, Fallen Order, is set just after Order 66, so between episodes 3 and 4. But I think Mandalorian is set after Return of the Jedi, so between between 6 and 7. Not that I'm suggesting it's going to lead up to the events of 7. I think it's going to be set very close to post 6. It's going to have Imperial Remnant in it, which is an old Alan Netflix, which is an old Star Wars Legends stuff. I don't know if they're going to call them the Imperial Remnant, but it's essentially just, you know, after Return of the Jedi, some people still exist as the Empire in small pockets. So yeah, it's a concept that they've used before, but whether they're going to still give it that name, I'm not sure. Okay, be a bit more careful this time, because I'm kind of running in Halo style, as I call it. Which is, you can't really do in this game, you're not supposed to.
I owe you one.
Archers be cray, what's your... Oh! There's a grenade on the floor while I'm just sitting here reading comments. Archers be cray, what's your username? Would it make sense if I just shortened it to Archers next time I need to talk to you? Am I even reading it right? Sometimes you like when it's all one word, you can see words in it that aren't actually there because the word spaces are meant to be in a different place to where you're putting them. What's with the name? Oh, thanks for subscribing, Knee Deep and friends. I'm really glad you could make it. If you're not a Twitch boy or girl, it's very, very good of you to make the effort. We do stream on YouTube every Thursday as well, but Ben and I stream, apart from this week because Ben's on holiday, but we stream on Twitch on Mondays and Tuesdays. I'm going to die again.
Nice one, droid.
Yeah, it's Ben's birthday today. Happy birthday to Ben. TP keeps sighing and looking at Ben's what? Ben's empty chair. Ah, I do. Archie. Okay. I'll call you Archie. Or Archers. That's fine. Archers is fine. Yeah, The Mandalorian. The one thing that disappoints me is that it's set in that time, and it's literally the one thing, because otherwise I think it's an awesome prospect. You know, the Jedi will have risen, but there'll be like bits of like scrappy leftover post-war stuff going on. Oh, hello.
Disable, please.
Okay, I need to just hang here for a minute. Droid, come back. I need to heal me. Heal me, pal. Yeah, it's a good time to set something like that. So, a Mandalorian, someone just asked, actually, I saw in chat, if it's based on Jango Fett. Jango Fett is Boba Fett's dad, so it's no more really based on him than any other Mandalorian. Mandalorian is someone from planet Mandalore. They wear armor in the Fett style. That's Mandalorian armor. So that's the only real reason it's called Mandalorian is because it's about someone from Mandalore who wears that kind of armor. But he's basically a bounty hunter. He does some contracts for the Imperial Remnant, it seems. But I'm quite. It sounds to me like, or not. It sounds to me. I don't really have any information confirming or denying this. But what I imagine they're going to do is do like a different kind of contract per episode, or every couple of episodes. You know. So that's really good because it means they can just do fun new stories week after week. We are all clan, we are all Archie. Thank you, Tyler, for the bits. Hello, who's still getting me? You. We're good. I think we've cleared out now.
That'll work. Let's go.
So yeah, I think he'll just be sort of taking on various contracts over like different episodes, which sounds fun because you know there'll always be something new to do. He'll be going to Tatooine definitely. There's 7 minutes of footage from Star Wars Celebration, which you can kind of see on the internet, but kind of not. It's like pirate camera in the back of the cinema screen Star Wars Celebration stuff because they've not released it officially. They only showed it at Star Wars Celebration. But you can look that up online if you want to see some dodgy. If you want to break the law and be a pirate, you know. Archie. So everyone's like abandoning ship. They don't even want to bother attacking me now because we're all gonna die.
You're up.
Slice it, droid. So my dad is on here. My dad is like the admiral, and he works for the Empire. But I'm sort of giving him a last chance to flee.
Admiral, the Empire's time has
Don't call him admiral. Call him dad. He's not your admiral anymore.
Rescue attendant. I politely decline.
We have to go now.
Rax expects me to leave too. This is where I belong. I gave my life to this empire. Fought to keep it strong. Hard to believe this.
Goodbye. Nipples in a Twix. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy work. Hello, Chris. Welcome.
Empire's weak
Welcome to the stream.
and refuse to let it consume you.
Also, yay, Peter said my name. Knee deep, man, friends. Said it again.
Deserves better than this.
No, I don't, but you do.
Can you guys hear this enough?
You deserve to
There's subtitles, but
go. Survive. Live.
Gotta get to Del. Gotta stay alive.
oh, there's one more level after this. Actually, spoilers. I think so. Yeah, it properly brings it up to Force Awakens timeline. Oh, Del, I'm gonna need some evac. Del, oh my God, it's all blowing up, everyone. I'm gonna jump into an escape pod. Del, will you catch me? Catch me, catch me. Oh, I'm never gonna make it. These are supposed to go out into space, not just onto sand. They're not designed for this. Oh, Lord. No. Death awaits us all. I'm in a microwave. That's one way to die.
It's over.
All kinds of noises going on out there. Look, the war is over. The Empire have been vanquished. We've made a new home for Rey. Ah, they kissed.
The droid tells me you're alive.
Looks that way.
Man, Iden looks pretty good with some overalls tied around her waist. She really pulls that off. Very attractive lady. God, her hair is on point. Says, is it Hobie Lovebot? We need some clarification on some of these names. I don't know where the spaces go. Is it Hob, I, Lovebot, or Hobie? The snogging is a bit much for me, says Catherine Expat, but you do agree that you love the hair. Okay, so it's Hobie. Thank you. There we go, that was it. That's the final shot. But the campaign is not actually over. So not only did it bring us up to the actual Battle of Jakku, but decades later... Recognise that ship? It's the planet we were on with the Luke Skywalker level, where Luke took something from the Empire's the Emperor's vault. Anyone recognize this ship? Anyone have any Star Wars knowledge? Anyone? The man in the dark cloak? Anyone know that tune? Dun 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 dun. It's Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren. So this is an Imperial ally, this lady. She's the same species as the guy who doesn't like Luke in the cantina.
Show me to the prisoner.
So that's the Corvus there. That's our ship. That's Del and Iden's ship. They have a prisoner. Oh no. Hello?
You know, if you wanted to hire my ship, you could have just asked.
The map to Skywalker. You know how I can find it.
We have an actual narrative link.
What you're talking about?
So this is the first piece of map from the very beginning of The Force Awakens that BB-8 has. The old man took it. It's the old man from the start of the film on Jakku.
Get out of my head!
So now we get to play
I won't tell you.
as Kylo inside
This ship will protect you. Keep you safe.
inside Del's head in his memories. There is going to be a sickening wobbly wavy wibbly wobbly timey wimey thing, but yeah, here we go. So the level design is really cool here because this is sort of like, I'm in a micro. This is like the mental imagery that Del has in his head right now. So he was thinking about the ship. He thinks it's going to keep him safe, but now we're kind of walking into, what is this?
This is where you begin.
Is this Scarif?
You hoped the Empire would make you brave.
Yeah, this is Scarif Rogue One, I think. Oh, these are beach troopers or whatever they're called. Sand troopers. No, what are they called?
Feel brave now.
Shore troopers. So like Del's memories, he's kind of using his memories to try and mask the information about where the map to Skywalker is.
Force Anteca has the map to Skywalker.
I'll just hang fire for a minute while I heal.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Where did he take it?
Catherine Expert says, hold on, don't do anything. I'm going to the loo. Should we just wait for Catherine to get back? The Beach Boys. Thank you, Lord Brochovich. Those are the ones. Yeah. The Golden Stormtroopers, they're called the Beach Boys. Quite Insane's getting a drink. Sure what, should we just wait? Let's just wait. Catherine Expat's gone for a wee. Quiet Insane's gone for a drink. And once he's had his drink, he might need a wee. Or she, sorry. I don't actually know Quiet Insane's gender. Freddy the Fabs makes a very good point. Depends how long she's gone for. How's it going, chat? Shoot me with your Q&As for the next 5 minutes. I'm willing to hang around for our loyal viewers. What do you think of Galaxy's Edge, Peter? I'm aware of it. I've never really played it. Seems like an interesting concept, but I suspect it's full of microtransactions, is it? Maybe it's not. Looks okay. I quite like the visual style as well. Looks kind of fun. Was Del at the Battle of Scarif? It didn't look like that had any survivors. I don't think it's the Battle of Scarif because I don't think Del's old enough to have been there. Maybe. He might be, actually. I suppose the original trilogy only took place over a few years. So yeah, maybe he's old enough. But this is certainly Scarif as a planet. But you know, maybe the Empire continued to use it after the fact, but just not for very much anymore. Knee Deep and Friends asking if I've seen the Vader fan film. Don't think I have. I've seen a couple of Han Solo ones that are actually pretty good. Stephen wants to know the best part of my job. Definitely live streaming. I enjoy it far more than anything else. I enjoy lots of things, but yeah. I get a lot of satisfaction when a worst games ever is done. I do have upload anxiety, which is like when you render and upload something and then publish it, you immediately think, oh my god, has it got like, you know, it's a 30-minute video and there might be something in there that I've missed, like a typo, or like maybe one of the clips dropped out in the render and there's just like 3 seconds of black screen, you know, stuff like that. Oh, Chris tried playing Jedi Academy the other day but thought the voice acting and script was so bad he had to stop. I mean, it's not great, but the gameplay is super fun. It's worth it for that. Are they strongly saying that Rey is Del and Aiden's daughter, thus Kylo knowing who her parents are in Last Jedi, and that's why she's on Jakku? No, that was a theory that people threw out there, but I mean, Del and Aiden aren't junk traders who are dead in a pauper's grave on Jakku, so I don't think so. Did anyone play the Star Wars game on PC? He played as a smuggler in a Millennium Falcon, but not as Han Solo. Bloody loved it. God, that sounds fun. I've not heard of that. Who will cameo in the new Star Wars Fallen Order? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. Do you guys know that Matt Smith is going to be in Star Wars Episode 9? Some people think he might be a young Emperor in like some kind of flashback or Force stream or something. Catherine Expat is back. Fantastic.
Boar Gullet will know the truth.
Okay, well, we'll carry on. I don't know if Quite Insane's back from the drink break, but I think we might move on. We waited for you, Catherine. We literally stopped gameplay for you. So I hope it was a satisfactory pee. Okay, we'll go. Random question, any love for Dark Forces? I've not had enough experience with Star Wars Dark Forces, but I like the little that I know about it. You know, I'm all about it. So there's some really cool force powers actually that Kylo has. So the middle one, press L1 and R1 together. Oh man, is this the actual place where the plans were? Oh! Everyone's back. Quite Insane, welcome back. We mostly waited for you. Hope you enjoyed your drink. So you can pull people towards you using the Force as a Force pull. There's also like a Force freeze that he uses on Rey and various other people. Oh, we're on the forest moon of Endor now. There we go, that's the freeze. That's cool, isn't it? I mean, maybe I should kill these guys now while they're frozen. Hello? No, you will not kill me. Okay, frozen them. Item Versio made you a traitor. There's no way to talk about my protagonist. Oh, I'm dead. I was killed by a memory. Great. This reminds me of the opening gameplay to Force Unleashed where you play as Vader. Yeah, that's a great first level. People talk about Shakti's death. Yeah, that was a deleted scene from Revenge of the Sith. It was made not canon, and she died in Force Unleashed. Which is now also not canon, I think, Force Unleashed. So Shakti could die a third time, if we like.
She was brave enough for both of you.
First in, last out.
She led you to ruin.
Nice. Paul. Nice. That kills them instantly, I think. Like, low-level soldiers just die straight away from a force pull, which is quite satisfying. Oh no, it's all the bits. Remember this amber concrete stuff? We're going into the bug level soon. Hello? Someone out there? The sex number is coming up, by the way, my dudes. We've got a new emote for the sex number in 15 minutes. In he goes. Oh! Yikes. It grew. Starkiller was an awesome character, but I guess he was too OP for the Star Wars universe. Yeah, I suppose he was. Oh, we're falling. Oh! Oh, hello. What is happening? That's where we are now. I have. With Lurk Starwalter. He was here too. Your former master, Kylo. This is quite a cool level, really. It's a nice design.
Why did you help me?
Because you asked. Hello? Anyone? Not the bugs. I don't like the bugs. Stop it. You guys are watching the TripleJump live stream with me. That's Peter Austin, who you can follow on Instagram as well as Twitter at that Peter Austin. If any of you guys have Instagram and aren't following me, follow me, please. I'm desperate. Since I've started using Instagram as well, I've never really known where to post like amusing photos, because I used to post them to Twitter all the time, and now I'm like, well, I need to post stuff on my Instagram. Maybe I should just do both. Some people do both. Nothing can save Star Wars now except different directors, actors, and a completely new narrative not connected to any of the previous films. They are just money machines now, says Joe. Well, Rian Johnson is going to be doing his own trilogy, which is completely unconnected to the rest of the galaxy, apparently. Hello, game? Are you loading, or have you literally just actually frozen? Hello? Jesus, H. I already follow you. Would perhaps also like to see some Walrus clan members. Yeah, definitely. Oh, I'm just taking all these hits. Not even killing anyone. Let me force pull. Come here. And you freeze right there. That's nice. I'm going to die now. Is there somewhere I can hide? All good Force users know when to hide. F for the game, someone says in chat. Who was that? Archers. Yeah. RIP game. We've got rebels and Imperials fighting each other now, and they're all trying to kill me. Oh, I guess because they're all Dell's memories. Freeze! Stop it. I need to just hide here now. Oh my god, that physics! A physic just happened. One of the physics. I don't know which one. Right. I think we're good, pretty much. We can head up here. Oh man, yeah. Someone said, we need story-based free roam RPG Star Wars game set in a den of scum and villainy with no reference to Luke Skywalker. FFS. Yeah. I mean, that's what Ragtag was going to be. That was its code name. The Amy Hennig Star Wars game. But then Visceral just got closed by EA. And also, they told Amy Hennig... why can't I get in here? Is there still someone out there? Anyone? Oh yeah, I see gunfire. Down here. They told Amy... Blips for the physics. Thank you, Cecil Prumps, very much. for the bits. They told Amy Hennig that she wasn't really allowed to do a single. Like, the reason it was cancelled was because, like, oh, we're not really in the market right now for a single-player linear narrative or even open world, just a single-player game, because it's not enough of a money spinner. You know, like, we want those microtransactions and the multiplayer and all those bits and bobs. And then, like, we've since, like, had loads of details shown for Jedi Fallen Order, and Amy Hennig has literally said in an interview, like, I wish them the best of luck, like, I don't hold anything against those guys. Respawn, but I don't really understand why our game was cancelled for reasons that, you know, it's pretty much the same genre, and we were cancelled for genre reasons. Weird thing. "1313 would have been amazing," says Archers. Yeah, it would. Ragtag and 1313 both would have been great. He lived. Hux. Ask, I mean, not Hux. Hux is the guy from.
You are not a soldier anymore.
This is my former comrade from. I think I just said Conrad. Comrade from when I was in the Empire.
You let me down! You...
We all change, don't we? Eh? Look at you. You used to be dead.
But I'd do just about
For
anything
TP.
except kill me.
Thanks, Quite Insane. For TP. That's all. That's all. Thank you very much for the brief message and the bits. My real name is Just Subscribe. Thank you very much for the subscription by Twitch Prime. You guys can all do that at no extra cost to yourself if you're already paying for Amazon Prime. Won't cost you a penny, but we'll get the... Oh no! We'll get subscription money. Okay, he's definitely dead. That was 4 shots.
So, Project Resurrection can continue as per.
So that's basically the First Order, I think, Project Resurrection. We've got First Order troopers there, look.
You were useful to me once. We rebuilt your home and we allowed Janata Security to maintain control of the system, but in return you have fallen behind schedule and you've allowed an outsider to discover our plan.
An honest mistake, I assure you.
F. F for Dal, everyone.
My men will relocate to pay cooperation and no triple our efforts on a thumb.
Well, I shall leave behind a few of my men to see that you do. Make sure you bury Delmico and his crew. But leave the Corvus alone.
You know it will lead her back here.
I'm planning on it.
Oh. Louis J. Weber asks, Peeper, which smaller Star Wars characters would you like to see cameo/feature in The Mandalorian? I have to remember who's alive if it's post Return of the Jedi. I would have loved... One of my favourite characters and my favourite subgroups or factions in the whole Star Wars saga is Jabba and Jabba's palace and Jabba's cronies. I love Bib Fortuna. You know, I love all that stuff. Salacious Crumb. So I would have loved that, but Jabba's dead now. So maybe some Hutts who basically just stand in for Jabba rather than Jabba himself. You know, just that whole world would be great. I would have loved to see Dr. Evazan and the other guy. What's his name? You know, Dr. Evazan and Help. Dr. Evazan and Dr. Evazan and Ponda Baba I got there even before I pressed enter. Ponda Baba. But, you know, are they even alive? They might be, they might not. One of them doesn't have an arm. Archers wants to know what I'm drinking. It's just water, I'm afraid. Let me go full screen for a minute, because I'm going to switch the game over. Yeah, just general sort of criminal scum and bounty hunters and things. Maybe like Bosk, people like that. But I don't mind if there aren't that many cameos. Just as much as anything else, I like the nods to just things like types of droid and like planets and species and things like that. Like the sequel trilogy has so many new species and hardly, or like not many old ones. You know, I just want to see some more like Twi'leks and stuff, Twi'leks and stuff like that. Like in the Mandalorian 7 minutes footage that you can get by looking on the internet, there's a bit with a salacious crumb creature, whatever the animal is called, spinning on a spit, or several of them as like street food in Tatooine, and just things like that. You know, they're just like, oh, here's that creature from Return of the Jedi. Salacious crumb, for those of you who don't know, is the little gremlin-y thing that sits in Jabba's tail. And just loads of them like turning on a fire. Is that my ear sticking out? It is, isn't it? Just behind my, I've got my headphones behind it, holding it out. Just stuff like that, you know. Someone's asking who my favourite Star Wars character is. Man, it's a tough question. Knee deep in friends. My favourite Star Wars character. Oof, toughie. It's a tough one. I like. Sort of slightly left-wing answer. I like Qui-Gon. He's not necessarily my favourite. I like Wedge Antilles. I like Han Solo, of course. I like Jabba. I don't know, that's a tough one. The sex number is coming up in 4 minutes. It will be 4:20, my dudes. So if you want to get yourselves ready for that, then y'all, Y''all, can do sex number things to me, and that would make me really turned on. People enjoying the Qui-Gon? Absolutely. Thanks very much. Let's just gloss over the fact that Liam Neeson wanted to do terrible things to minorities for a time because of something that happened to his friend. Remember that weird interview that happened? I don't know if are we allowed to like Liam Neeson? Yeah, not sure. Much like Peeper, I'm getting my timelines mixed up, says Louis J. Weber. Oh yeah, what? Did I get something wrong? Or I heard rumours that Felicity Jones' Jyn Erso had something in her contract to appear once more as her character. Oh man, that would be cool. The other live-action TV show that I believe they're going to make at some point, I don't know how far along they are with it, is a one that's set before Rogue One with what's his name? Help! I've said too many Star Wars names, and now I just can't. I want to say Iden Versio and like Jyn Erso and stuff. What's the guy called? Cassian Andor from Rogue One. He is like confirmed to be doing his own show, pre Rogue One. So that will be awesome. And maybe Jyn will appear in that. Oh no, she won't be able to because it's set before he knew her. So I don't know. Yeah. But anyway, we're talking off. We're talking. We're clarifying what Liam Neeson did in the chat. I shouldn't have even brought it up, should I? But I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there in the recording for the VOD. But you guys talk amongst yourselves if that's what you want to talk about. Jesus. Right. I'm going to switch to the other game. I hope you enjoyed that. By the way, that was the Star Wars Battlefront 2 campaign. In hindsight, not an ideal choice because it either means I have to focus on the game and talk about what's going on, or focus on the chat, and then I'm kind of missing what's not. It's not as good as a game that I know super well, and I can just read chat and just know what's happening over here without having to watch. Holy what? Oh, I didn't know this. Louis J. Weber. They've started. I think it's early days.
From an alternate universe where Team TripleJump, the biggest streamers on Earth, with pro gamer Peter and Tiny Ben.
Rory, thank you for the bits. Lou Weber says they've started I'm guessing we're talking about the Cassian show. They showed a bit at Star Wars Celebration. Not sure it's real. It was K2O playing with toys in the cockpit. Oh my god! If K2SO comes back, I mean, I suppose he has to, right? If it's going to be Cassian. Oh man, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. I love K2SO. I tell you what, he's one of my favourite Star Wars characters of all time. I think K is great. Thank you, Rory Siegel, for the bits. Oh, Obi-Wan Kenobi, for sure, is up there as one of my favourite Star Wars characters of all time. Like, no question. I don't know why I didn't think... I think I was thinking too much about the original trilogy at the time when you asked me the question. Anyway, I've talked non-stop about Star Wars for about 4 weeks straight now in these streams. Hope you enjoyed the game. I'm still happy to answer the odd Star Wars question if and when they come up in coming streams, but that was some Star Wars heavy stuff, and I appreciate those of you who have no interest whatsoever in Star Wars for sticking with me. Blaze it, everyone! New emojis. Thank you for the bits there. Who was that? Something about Yum Yum, did that just say? I've missed it. It's gone. Oh, it says Yum Delicious Blips, I see. So that was Carrie. Hang on, let me open the Yeah. Okay, so hang on. How do I see the bits? Cheers, there we go. Carrie, Tyler as well did a blaze. Thank you, Tyler, for the bits. Arches. Love Brotovich. Thank you. Better behave or you will be banned. Confirmed. All these emotes going off in chat. Useless information for people watching the VOD at home right now. Sorry, you should have been here live. Twitch.tv/Team TripleJump 3 PM every day every Monday. Sorry, on Twitch. I'm going to load up the game. Fred the Shed is off to get some food. Come back later. Make sure you're back because it's one of my favorite games of all time. That's what we're going to be playing next. It is not a recent game, so I hope that's not... Oh, hang on, I should turn the PlayStation off first before I do that. It is not a recent game. Harry Potter 1, says Mystery Sender. Oh, that's a good shout. We should have played... Oh, you know what? Maybe next time, Mystery Sender, we should play Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, because that is an amazing game. It's so innocent as well and like enchanting, you know? It's like the later you go, both with films and books and games in the Harry Potter series, things get darker, don't they? But the first 2 games on PS1, man, love them. Love them. Oh, people are guessing. Star Wars themed? No, it's not Star Wars themed. Psychonauts? No. Zork Grand Inquisitor, says Cecil Probs. That's a throwback to our voice chat session that Ben and I do. Normally once a month. Don't leave us waiting, says Quite Insane. Okay, I'll launch it up. Is it Beyond Good and Evil and you're beating the fecking air hockey shark, says Lord Protovich. Absolutely not. It is not Beyond Good and Evil. We've already played that, as you know. So, let me put the right source on the telly. And let me restart this game. This game requires an Xbox controller, but only because I'm emulating. But it's an emulation that actually works. That's good news, isn't it? Oh, you guys can hear that. Oh, so those of you who really know your stuff might know from those sound effects, because that's coming through desktop audio. Anyone? Any offers before I launch it? Because that's... If you know it from that, I'll be very impressed. Cell damage, not quite. It might be sound effects that have been reused in various PS1 games. Hogs of War, no. Okay. Let me just reset this emulator. No, that's not how we do it. I might just have to close it and launch it again. No, I don't want to do that. Oh no. No, that's not right. I think I've kind of crashed it, but I'm slightly concerned that it might launch in the wrong window if I restart. Hang on, no, we'll just make sure this happens correctly. Oh yeah, I think it's going to. Run ISO. Yep, that's fine. That alert sound is fine. Okay. PC gameplay, maybe? Yeah, I think that's it, actually. Is it that? Hello? Oh, no. Oh, I tested it before. It's kind of being weird. Oh, there we go. Okay. This is the opening cutscene. This might be quite loud. It's a PS1 game, if you can't tell, by the slightly weird FMV. Look at this motley crew of characters and creatures. All sorts of funky, fresh and interesting individuals here. Oh, you guys are going to love this. I hope you do. This is just roll call right now. This is just various characters that you can play as. Ladies and gentlemen, one of my favourite games ever made, PlayStation 1's The Unholy War. Lord Brotovich says, guys, I think I blazed it too hard. What the heck am I seeing? Just play the demo. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Empire Anvil is loving this. You know what it is. The Unholy War. People remember me talking about this in videos. Griffin, thanks for subscribing. I should probably change the name of the game on Twitch, shouldn't I? Let me just quickly. Is it worth doing that? I really ought to, shouldn't I? I may as well pull up on full screen while I do this, but can't see chat for the moment, guys, while I'm just fixing this. Edit. I bet it's not even an option on Twitch. The Unholy... It is! The Unholy War. The Unholy War. There we go. That is changed. Just check up for typos, because it's probably loads. Done. Okay. Thanks for bearing with me, guys. Just, you know, I ought to do that. It's professional to do that, right? Okay, I'm back now. I can see what you're saying, Weber. Right. So, you guys, let me pull this game up. I know it's black screen, but there we go. Okay. So there's two game modes. There's a strategy mode where you kind of have a big chessboard and you move pieces around, but it's like the most fun and violent and visually appealing game of chess ever. Whenever two pieces meet on the board, you don't take a piece by it being your turn and moving onto their square and just taking it off the board. Whenever two pieces meet on the board, you then enter into what is essentially mayhem mode and have a one-on-one brawl, and whoever wins that wins the match. So there's two teams. the Arcanes, who are the natives of the planet, and the Technos, who crash landed in their ship, who are sort of mechanical. So what I'll do is, I won't go too far into the story because what I'm going to do. Maybe we could just start. We've got half an hour left. Maybe to save my breath, we should just start the kind of story mode. It's not very deep, but okay. So we'll play it against. I'll try normal AI. Crater Lake is level 1. Let me know how the sound is, by the way, because this is obviously a whole different thing. Oh, hang on. I don't know what team I chose there. I probably chose Technos, and I'd rather be Arcanes. Oh, it's a good question, Lord Brotovich. Hang on, let me skip this and make sure I'm playing as the right characters, because I'm probably not. No, I'm not. I mean, both teams are cool, but I'd rather. Favorite daytime TV show? Man, I don't know. This morning? I don't know. No idea. Rapsputin, you got back from a statistics for psychology exam. How was 420? 420 was good. We're playing a new game. Hope your exam went well. I did a psychology degree and we had a statistics module. Man, that's some real. That's some stuff, isn't it? Sure is some stuff. How were your p-values? Did you do a chi-square or other things as well? So, I remember watching a Superduck video on this. Yes, you do, Griffin. Don't bring up the old Superduck videos because the production value is dreadful. Only watch the most recent review, the Bugs Bunny one, because I redesigned the entire format. I am the observer. I watch over the planet Zara and am witness to the Holocaust that has ravaged its people for 500 years. This conflict, which pits the arcane natives of Zara versus the alien Technos invaders, seems an endless unholy war. Humans first appeared on Zara nearly 3,000 years ago. They arrived in crude starships fueled by drained AUR fragments, which from this point on we're going to pronounce ore. I've never really worked out whether it... yeah, I think it's ore. They had abandoned Earth, taking with them what little ore was left. Their flight took decades. No one speaks about the unfortunates left behind on Earth. One of the many things I love about this game is it's got a Dark Souls style ambiguity to its story. There's loads of little bits like, oh, no one talks about who was left behind, and that's it. And you never hear any reference to that again. So there's loads of little things where you kind of can just make up your own explanation. Crater Lake. This barren land is devoid of ore and will not yet support a base for our warriors. So there's various mechanics that will be introduced in future levels. So this is going to be a fairly basic game of chess to begin with. Yeah. Nonetheless, if the Technos claim this area, they are one step closer to dominating all of Zara. Without ore, our warriors will be unable to use their map powers, which are also exciting things for future matches. However, certain of our warriors will have a distinct combat advantage against specific enemy warriors. Discover the best matchups, and our victory is assured. So, here we are. This is a game board. It's made up of hexes. We move various players around. In future levels, we'll have a base as well at our end of the board, from which we'll be able to buy new players, new characters. So they all have their own species / race / mark number if they're a robot, name, and they all have individual names too. So for example, these rhino things, they're called a Brontu. But this guy specifically is called Hugor, you see, in the top right. So we'll be able to have we'll have a whole army of Brontus if we want, when we have a base with which to buy them. But at the moment, it's different. Microtransactions, says Louis Weber. No, it's just the in-game ore currency which we harvest on the map. Do not worry. Does it look like Catan? Yeah, it looks a bit like Settlers of Catan, kind of. So now, I don't just take his piece off the board. This is what Mayhem mode looks like. It's a top-down brawler. Everyone has three attacks. It's a fairly rudimentary game. It's PlayStation. It was released in 97-ish, 90 something. There's pickups on the map that spawn like that. This is not the best level, by the way. You can't really see what the bollock is going on. But I've got 1 health left. I didn't necessarily expect to win this battle. Like the game said, there are different matchups and stuff. But this guy is on 28 health, and he will now remain on 28 health. So I can just attack him with another warrior, and he'll be in trouble. I don't want to fight him with this. This is called a Prana Devil, this lizard. They are real bad against these Jaegers, they're called. This game, it looks a bit like, yeah, rip Erica, everyone. Everyone F for Erica. These Brontus are kick-ass against those tanks, those Jaegers. So, I'm a bit overexcited because I just love this game so much and I love talking about it. There's going to be a lot of Fs in this playthrough, by the way, because it's a kind of cannon fodder sort of game. Like, that wasn't really as much of a loss as it might have appeared, that I just lost that fight, because, you know, I've chipped away at his health, and ultimately, I am going to win, I believe. So, there's so much to say. But, it's like, this game is a bit like, I'm aware that these guys are approaching, so I don't even want to move that much closer to them. I know they'll come and fight me themselves. There was a game called... What was it called? Wrath Unleashed for the PS2, which played a lot like this. You had like a game board with different creatures. That was more based on like classical mythology, I think. Anyway, this guy is absolutely going down if I fight him with a Brontu. I've grown so attached to each of our soldiers, says Mystery Sender. As you might expect, the Rhino monster can just charge. When I say just charge, I mean I don't mean that's the only thing he can do. I mean one of the things he can do is charge. There we go. Nice job, Hugo. GG Hughes. He's a pretty huge ore, Hugo. So someone mentioned earlier that they remember a guy in a plane who has a really overpowered attack. That would be the guy who is currently on the middle island. This guy. That's a kill cycle called Baron. Can I take that fella? Yeah, probably. I don't really want the kill cycle to fight my lizard because they're real good against that sort. I think I might just pass and let them move. It's not pronounced hugger, says Eastburious. I mean, it could be Hugor. Hugo, Hugor, Iguana. So yeah, these kill cycle boys, they have a power which... Oh, the best thing about the... Oh yeah, so people can fly as well, which is... Can really sort of change the... Can turn the tide of battle. I don't want to get underneath him because he can drop bombs. Literal bombs. Not just... Ah! No! Also, if I jump down this hole, I come out the other side, which is pretty cool. Oh, super jump. I want that. You don't need... It doesn't do anything because you fly. It doesn't do anything for you. Oh, health. I'll take it. So I can fire these eagle boys. I can swing my sword, which is not really much good against a flying guy. But the best thing I can do... Get out the water. Get out the water, please. Oh, super jump. I'll take it. Is, if I hold circle, Starfall, if I build that bar up, which I have managed to do, this is a pretty OP attack. It's now going to throw meteors at this guy for a while. He has to land. Most flying characters have to land on the ground to build up their energy bar, which is the yellow bar under their name. which is obviously useful because otherwise they would just fly and never land, and you wouldn't be able to take them out. And Kamikaze, this is his semi-overpowered attack. So he's going to die now, but it's a good use. It's a good last-ditch thing to do. And normally a direct hit like that would kill most characters, but I was on full health, so we were okay. Archers, thanks for the bits. For its time, this game is actually... What? This game is actually amazing. I'd never heard of it before today. Yeah, well, I hope you guys learn to love it. Have I missed anything else? Because I didn't actually hear the alert for that, so I don't want to have missed. Knee Deep and Friend says, I bet Tiny Pete knows the negative this associated with 420. Yeah, you mean what the number means. I don't use social media, I do not understand Twitch. It's a miracle I'm here. Yeah, we got that. Awesome. Thank you, Knee Deep and Friends, for your donations. And did I miss any cheers other than Archers? Favorite daytime TV show? Yeah, I gave an answer to that. I wasn't really sure. So, let me go back to chat. There we go. So, now... A Bronto is pretty good against these guys are called Teslas. Might not surprise you to learn that they have electricity-based attacks. Yeah, they're pretty good against the Tesla, so that was pretty easy. The Bronto might look OP at the moment, but there's certain enemies that, like, up against, he's actually really bad. So, for example, the guy over to the left, this is a Razorfane. It's called Katana. And against the Bronto, he would kick ass. So while it looks like everyone I fight with my Bronto is just ripping the shoot out of people, he's not actually OP. Oh man, I mean, I've got very little health from the previous fight. I've got to mostly play on the defensive here and just run away. If I can get close and give him a little swing with my sword, that's pretty good. Oh, that speed, that power up. There we go, he caught me. He caught me. Yeah, this is a game for PS1 for those asking. Joe says PS1 is by far the best old console. I mean, yeah, guess so. I can't really disagree there. It's certainly my first love. Quite Insane wants to know if we're getting a double stream this week, or is Ben off all week. Ben is going to be off on Thursday, but I might just do a solo stream. And I might either play this and just continue my solo stream on Thursday, or because it'll be on YouTube, I don't know, because like I don't want, because certain people really like you know, people who can only follow my streams on Monday and can't watch streams on a Thursday might feel like they're missing out. So I might not stream on Thursday in case there are people who would miss out in that respect. Passable victory. Thank you very much. I'll save my progress.
Accessing memory card. Saving.
So we'll see. Just follow us on social media. Make sure you keep an eye on social media on Thursday to see if there's going to be a stream and where it is and who it's going to be. Before the humans came to Zara, the Magus lizards dominated the entire world. Their ancient civilization sought knowledge as though it were gold. In the end, their curiosity was their doom. Today, only a few magi wander their empty, sand-filled cities. Loads of just bits of lore that aren't massively developed on, but in a very intriguing way, I think. I love this game so much. Mount Altus. Atop this high mountain, there is no place to build a base, yet loads of ore are clearly visible here, and there along Altus's stony flanks. Place a warrior atop one of the loads to gather ore. Then use the ore to employ our warrior's map powers. Be aware that the Bronto can be quite an earnest digger. So, we're starting to learn about the game and how it works now. Those gold patches that you see, if you place a warrior on one of those patches, you're able to gather the resource. So for every turn that ticks over, you gain 20 ore. But a Brontu, and on the enemy team, I don't think they have one actually, a Jaeger, which is the big tank, they harvest slightly more, so that's just an extra power that they have. But yeah, you can pop anyone down on one of these and they will gain some ore. Also, an interesting thing that you can do, well, we'll see shortly. Oh, hello. Oh, he doesn't want... No, no! So this is where map powers come in. His map power essentially emulates the kamikaze attack that he has, that you might remember from earlier. Everyone has a different map power based on which warrior they are, which is so cool. So a kill cycle can do a kamikaze, and all adjacent enemy warriors take 25 points of damage. So you can see my Fire Witch here and my Brontu have both taken hits. Fortunately, Xandar, the Mogulin Rider, is her species, is able to cure. You can only use a map power once per turn from a specific warrior, as in I can't use her cure again in this round, but I can use anyone else's. So the Magus Lizard can use Starfall remotely, so he can, chuck a meteorite on one of these guys. Brontu does a Thunder Roar, which pushes people back. Oh, Lee Killeen Art is now hosting. Oh, well, thank you very much. That's lovely. A Piranha Devil, this is pretty awesome. It only has I think 25% success rate, but let's see if we'll have any luck here. Yes! A new Piranha is born. So that's quite powerful. You'll see why they're able to do that once we fight one. Once we fight with one. Because they have an in-fight ability by which they're able to lay eggs on the map and hatch little babies, and so that's sort of what the map power is supposed to be emulating there. So you guys can have a look now. By quite insane. So if I press circle, you see there's a little egg there that's going to hatch. It probably won't live very long. Okay, well, okay. Thank you very much for doing that. Oh no! So they can spit acid, and they can leap out. And eat, but fighting this is called a mantis. Oh my god, the glitches! There's glitching! Oh! Goodness, whew, yikes. It's called a mantis, this thing, and they're pretty strong against the piranha, so I shouldn't really have done that, but I kind of really wanted to show you the power, so I just ran into battle that guy. It wasn't a really very good idea. How many? Okay, I've got 2 moves left. I'll come over here, 1, and then I will also use Starfall on that fella. I'm in a microwave. A Tesla can teleport to anywhere he wants on the map. I think it costs 5 or 10 extra ore per square that he wants to move. Piranhas also aren't very good against a Tesla, so this is not ideal because he has like a really good knockback with that. Oh, fortunately, he's not really hitting me. Oh, I will read that in a minute, Stephen. I'm really up against it here, though. Oh, I should have laid an egg. No! Oh! See, that's him teleporting, so that's like why his map power is to teleport. Why isn't he grabbing the invincibility? Okay, he's now invincible. But he won't have that going forward. Oh, so, here's another cool thing. If you die, but there's an ally on an adjacent hex, they can just come in and fight. So, can you tell how excited I am? I'm so excited. Also, this is Fire Witch's home map. So everyone has their own home arena, and she can't be hurt by the lava, which is really cool. Her best attack, of course, if I let it build up, is... Oh, well, he might just kill himself before then. Yeah, he did. He literally just... It's... Oh, okay. Oh, I hope you guys are enjoying this game, because I love it so much, and I can't wait to... Oh, I just want to keep playing it. What time is it? We've got 10 minutes left of this. I might even just run over because I want to. So, oh yeah, Fire Witch is pretty good against the Mantis, actually. So, Carry the Worst says, Peter, you're like a kid at Christmas, it's adorable. I know, I feel like a kid at Christmas. It's just something I'm quite passionate about this game. Hang on, let me do that. So that's her best attack, and it's pretty good. She has like a little recovery time, so they normally get one hit in. But I think it does like 20 damage, so it's normally kind of worth it. So if I can sort of line it up again, one more should do it. There we go. Pretty cool attack. She can lay fire down like that. Cecil Prump says, I just love that you love it. Oh, thank you very much. Very nice. They chose not to attack me with Machete, the Razor Fane. I tell you how much I like this game. I wanted to write fan fiction about this before I even knew that fan fiction existed. So I have this I think I've still got it on my computer. I have this document that I made in Microsoft Word where I made like a stats page for every character, which, hang on, I'll show you like where I got some of the information from. This like green stuff that really slows a character down, which is pretty good. Hang on, let me publish it. Someone says, no, I never actually got around to writing it, but if I press circle for help and cycle through these, so there's an information page, about every warrior. So this is the Quicksilver, evil shapeshifting beauties. They're a bit like the T-1000 or whatever from Terminator, the liquid metal ones. This is the Tesla, electric boys. This is the Kill Cycle, flying boys. Jaeger, battle tank, robot. Mantis, cybernetic insect fella. Razor Fane, shoots blades, loves blades, all about it. Wasp, flies around super quick, can heal and sting you and stuff. It's a lady in a suit. Ecton is a devil, kind of undead, weird, strange ectoplasm fella. Piranha Devil is the lizard. It will eat anything and have babies. Magus lizards are wizard lizards. We love them. They can pull rocks out the sky. Brontu is a rhino on steroids and has 6 legs. So technically, it's an insect. Fire Witch is a fire witch. Dark Angel is an angel and he has laser eyes. We don't have one yet. He's kind of like the top tier warrior on the team. And the Mogulin rider is a woman who rides a Mogulin. And she is the only character in the entire game to have more than 3 attacks. Cool. So I took all of that information, all of like the little text preambles before each level as well, like the one where he was talking about the Magus lizards in their sand-filled cities. Oh, I've moved everyone already. Can I place it on my hex? No, I can't. Okay. Well, in that case, I'll do a Starfall on this guy. Work was cancelled, Nipples! Welcome to... What the hell are we playing now? You've got a lot to catch up on. I recommend you check the VOD. This is the Unholy War on PS1. The game that I love so much that I garnered every piece of in-game lore and information I could about it, put it into a document. This was when I was about... I don't know how old I was. Oh, this beam heals you. Nice. Oh no, I died. And I wanted to write fanfic on this. I never got around to doing it, but I also listed every single unique name that each race has. So like the Razor Fanes are called like Machete and Dervish and Spike and stuff. You know, the Fire Witches are called like Etna and Vesuvius. You know, stuff like that. I got all the info, put it in a document, never quite wrote it. But, yeah. I'll just show you what a Fire Witch can do. We don't need all the turns that we've got. She can place a Fire Shroud down on the ground, and enemy player... No one can move through that unless they're a Fire Witch. And she can actually land in it as well if she wanted to. But I'm not going to. I will come up around here, though. It's good against Razorfane. Mogulin, maybe? I think so. Oh, I should have healed my Fire Witch, actually, but never mind. Does she need healing? Yeah, I'll just do it, just for safety. Okay, yeah, we'll do this. Oh. The way they sort of balance the Fire Witch is that her projectile attack is so slow moving. You have to get real low if you want to actually hit anyone. Because otherwise, like her dive bomb attack is so powerful. So that's how they balance it. Kickstarter to get Peter's fanfiction published. I never wrote it. Never wrote anything. I did have some loose ideas about where it was going to go. I was basically like fanfiction. It wasn't even like fanfiction. Some people write stories. When you think of fanfiction, you think of like brand new stories within a game universe or within a movie or book universe. For me, what I was actually kind of doing is fleshing out the stories that are in the game, because they're so based on tiny tidbits and you never really get any like extra development. I wanted to like do that development myself. Like later on, there's this the Observer, this guy talks about, or lady possibly, guy or girl, supremely Snoke maybe. They talk about how a Quicksilver from the Technos faction and a Dark Angel from the Arcane faction ran away together and eloped, and they nearly had a baby, like a hybrid. And again, they never really expand on what happened in that story, so that was going to be like in my fan fiction and like all this kind of stuff. So I was basically going to flesh out the story, but I never really did it. The Ecton Ghostmasters reside in the most remote regions of Zara, where they perfect their horrifying rituals. By devouring the ectoplasmic shell cast off by a dying creature, the Ectons extend their sinister lives, perhaps indefinitely. The Arcane Alliance must be in desperate times indeed to have sought aid from the heinous Ectons. So porn, everyone's saying. I never really thought about it like that, but yeah, I shipped two characters together. We have seen Technos transports flying to and from the plateau on the far side of the Great Desert. It seems they have assembled a base capable of producing new warriors. We must destroy this base quickly, gather ore to help summon our own warriors, then storm the Technos base. Although the Stygian Angels would have been an asset in this battle, they can't abide the desert's Sirocco winds and have withdrawn. So occasionally you'll have matches where a certain warrior type is not available, which is just an extra little, you know, interesting part of the strategy that you have to keep in mind. So I may as well put my Brontu straight on there. So this is a base. We have to destroy the enemy base as well as wipe all their warriors off the map. To destroy a base, you simply step into it, but if there's a warrior inside it, you obviously have to defeat that warrior first before you can step into it. The most important thing about a base is you gain like 10 or 20 ore every turn while it's active, and also you're able to buy warriors. Is this music very loud? To me it is, but it might not be to you. Does this work? No, it doesn't. Okay. Sekiro wins, says Jeff. Yeah. Sekiro. Shadows die sometimes. I just missed a thing. Tyler says, this is a down payment for the commissioning of Peter's fanfic to be sold on the TripleJump store. Yeah, well, I'll think about it. We'll get to the end of this. Thank you, Fred the Shed. It's really loud for me, but I'll just wear one ear off. Yeah, we'll get to the end of the playthrough first before I decide to start releasing my fanfic that doesn't yet exist. I have to write some first. So, let's venture down, get some ore. The reason I didn't attack that mantis, by the way, in front of my Brontu, is because whenever you defeat an enemy, you step onto their square, and I didn't want to step away from the ore patch that I've stood on. So I'm happy for him to attack me, and for me to defend the patch. But, in fact, can I afford a Brontu? Because I might as well. Are they 110? No, 110. Okay. Oh, also, what I can do, I will move... You shouldn't really remove a player from your base, but I can. They're not going to get over to the base in time to step into it, so I can always put them back in. How many moves have I got left? Okay. So this is a good use of the fire, which is Fire Shroud. So I want to step on here, but the Mantis or the Razorfane might be able to reach it before me. So what I can do, place a Fire Shroud on it, so they can't step onto it. But when it's my turn next, I will be able to. So that's fun. Clan, let's rally to get Peter to do this. I propose next Monday we pester Peeper with hashtag publish Peeper's Unholy War fanfiction and hashtag bring back rules boss. Will anyone join me, or will I be that annoying guy that everyone ignores? I'm happy to confirm, and we have very briefly hinted at this already, so I don't mind saying this without asking Ben about it. Rules Boss will return, and Rules Boss will return soon-ish. So all you need now is the fanfic. I've swapped the Magus and the Brontu because Brontus are really good at digging. Oh no, I had a turn left. Why didn't I move the Mogulin on? Silly me. Peter can do an ASMR reading of the fanfiction. I will not. Oh, they're on the back foot. Oh, they just bought a Razorfane. Peter writes fanfic on stream. Oh, there's a good idea. I can afford another Brontu now. It's always worth having Brontus on your ore patches. I may as well pop her on here for now. Dun 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 dun. Bye, Stephen. Thanks for joining us. Thank you very much. It's been lovely. We've had a lovely time. I will be wrapping up the stream soon. Or will I? I don't know. I'm tempted to try and play the match to the end, like the chess game, but sometimes it can go on for a long time. If you have a few bad rounds and lose all your warriors, and they sort of lose all their warriors as well, then you know, that's pretty bad. One trick, there's teleporters on various maps. One trick is to go through a teleporter and place your fire on the receiver node. Sneaky move. Razorfanes can do a similar thing where they place this wall of blades that just spins around. How many Twitch subs to bring back Mikey, says Fred the Shed. Mikey's happy working at the Acast down in Bristol. He's got a lovely girlfriend down there. They're living together, having a great time. Mikey didn't want to come, and more power to the man. What else have we got? We got maybe make another Mogulin. Walk her down here, and then because it's a shorter range, you should always do powers like that over a shorter range because the cost is lower. Pro Gamer Pete, yeah, absolutely right, Solo. That's me. Oh, we all miss him, Fred. We all miss Mikey. But sadly, no amount of money or Twitch streams will bring him back. It's actually just taken them this whole time just to get Rules Boss to figure out they want him back. Yeah, we rang him like as soon as we launched the channel, but the delay was so bad. Yeah, boy. So what you might see... Oh no, he didn't do it. Sometimes when you see a Razorfang go through a teleporter, they will place... Oh, there you go, he did it. So now neither of us can go through that teleporter. It's bad news. Oh, he's got speed, so he can really keep up with me. Hang on. There we go. Oh, I destroyed his thing. I've actually placed 3 fire patches down in one go, and it does like triple damage. Nice. Yeah, I don't know why they're coming at my Fire Witch with some Razorfang boys, because they're not really very good at going up against it. I like how you said, Mikey has a nice girlfriend, like you'd ever say, Mikey has a girlfriend, I'm not a fan of her, TBH. Yeah, well, I could have done. I watched the Little Britain DVD game video every now and then, never fails to make me smile. Yeah, that was a good video. It was a very good video. Oh. Right. Mogi, you head up there. I really ought to take some backup with me. I don't know if... No, just put him there, it's fine. Launch an attack on the base. Oh, they're going to buy someone. But another Razorfang. Oh, thanks for the bits there, Arches. Was there ever a sequel to the Unholy War, or is it the only... Yeah, there was no sequel. No sequel. I'm assuming it's still owned by Crystal Dynamics and Eidos. Published by Eidos. It was developed by Toys for Bob, actually, who did the Spyro remaster. And also did the Skylanders. Oh! I'm taking a beating here. Oh. No, I want it! That was health. Oh, he's got super. I didn't think about the super jump that he had. He just jumped up and got me. Damn it. Oh well. So there goes my cavalry. And really, I shouldn't put the Bronto up against a... God, look at all my money! I've got so much ore! Yeah. Didn't Eidos make one of the games on Worst Games Ever? I don't know, they might have done, but Eidos are fairly respectable. They did Soul Reaver, there's a demo of that on this game. They did Tomb Raider. I will try and take this guy down. I shouldn't really fight him with a Bronto, but we'll just do it. Because when you charge at him, he's able to like fire a whole bunch of his blades in one go. We took like 50 damage there, 40 damage, something like that. Lou Weber says, I'll be honest, I still have no clue what's happening right now, but seeing Tiny Peeper in a tiny box playing his childhood games makes me very happy. Power to the Peeper. Thanks for being with me, everyone. Can you reach him? Yes, you can. That's excellent news. Thank you for doing that. Let's bring her up there. Let's not attack. Oh no! Oh, I was gonna... Oh, I should have attacked. God damn it. I thought I had another turn and I could also bring the Mogulin lady up to help. But no. They're getting desperate now. They're buying Wasps, which are the cheapest warrior. They're not that bad though. Wasp has a bit of a bad name amongst the very small gaming community that is this. If you're not an MLG Wasp player, you think that she's real bad. But like, especially against the Bronto, she's not too bad. She has no health. That's where she falls down, but like her attacks are pretty good. And she can freeze an enemy, like Kylo Ren, and then do like a health drain, like suck their health out and like gain it back for herself. Right, okay, so... He needs probably the most curing. That's back to full. She's full. So, do that. Yeah, I can't reach the base, but if I take out some of the backup before I attack the base, then we'll all be good. I hope I win soon because I need to pee. Ugh. This isn't the best place to fight as a Bronto. Whew. Can't really charge along the bouncy pads. I did a fart because you can do a fart as Bronto, and if someone walks in the gas cloud, they take damage. So that's good. There you go. Yeah, you're right, Tyler. There was a Star Wars tie-in after all. We're still playing Star Wars. Okay, well, we'll attack the base. Yeah, Peter needs a Barbara piss. Oh! I think these ladies are relatively good against these tanks because they're too nimble for him. So she can do this purple blast. Her creature can lick with its tongue, like that, which does barely any damage, just like 5 damage or 10 damage or something, which isn't much. She can also switch like that, which is pretty awesome. Oh, this purple beam actually hurts you if you let it touch you. And Energize simply allows you to have full energy so that all of the powers are available to you. If you see the yellow bar under our health, okay, I'll show the third attack. The extra attack she has is if you lick up a power up like that, you can then spit it out. It homes in and does loads of damage. And so she's the only person with 4 attacks. She's got a standard projectile, she's got the tongue attack, she's got the switcheroo, and then she can lick up power-ups and shoot them across. So I'm going to wait for one to spawn and show you that again a bit in a slightly better way, if I can. If we don't get wailed on too much. You've got 11 health left though. Oh, okay. There we go. That's it. So now she does look a bit. Yeah, it's a bit Xena-ish. Boom. That's it. We've blown up the buttery biscuit base, Jeff. Not the dreaded lick attack. Yeah. It's an outstanding victory. Look at all the money. Complete domination, Fred the Shed. Yeah. Right. So we'll save our progress. That, ladies and gents, is the Unholy War. We've done the first 3 levels already. Kicking ass. So, next time we'll carry on. I hope you're enjoying this. I know it's basically just a bit of a game of chess, but it allows me to read the chat better. I realised this morning, not only is it one of my favourite games, and I'd love to play it either way, but like, it's also pretty good for like being able to engage with the audience a bit more, rather than like an FPS where I'm like this, and I'm like, chat, hello, what's happening? And Barlam. TP must be a scarecrow because he's outstanding in his field. Very, very good. Or is the source of all magic. Its glowing, glittering surface bespeaks its wondrous gifts. Legend tells that there were no ore. I can't read. There was no ore on old Earth's surface. What little could be found was taken from a ring of rocks floating in space. Though that did not last long. When the ore was gone, civilization on Earth collapsed into savagery. All these little snippets. You try being a fan of this game and not wanting to write a fan fiction and talk about the civilization that collapsed on Earth when the ore ran out, you know? Thank you, Tyler, for all the bits. Thank you, everyone, for your bits and your donations and your subscriptions. And thank you to someone for apparently hosting the stream. Lou Weber says the best thing to come out of the Unholy War is the knowledge that Peter wrote fanfic. I haven't written the fanfic, but if you want me to, I'll write the fanfic. I don't know. We'll think about it. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying Wizard's Chess, archers. So, thank you one and all. I've had a great time in this stream. Hope you've enjoyed a bit of Star Wars and me going nerdy on Star Wars, and then one of my favourite ever games, and me going really nerdy and fanboy-y on one of my favourite games. You all really want me to make the fanfic. It's not sex. It wouldn't be. It wasn't going to be sexy or funny. I think what you guys are expecting is for me to come down to the stream and go, the Brontu revealed his enormous rhino dick and inserted it slowly but gently into the Mogolin's lick attack. She did her great Xena cry, and the six-legged rhino beast quivered with excitement. It's not going to be like that, or it wasn't going to be. It was going to be a serious sci-fi fantasy epic that I crafted in my mind at like age 12. Anyway, that's it. I'm writing fanfic about TP writing fanfic. Stop, everyone stop. Thank you all. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves, and join me certainly next Monday, but possibly Thursday, for more Unholy War, or maybe something else if I do play on Thursday, because that's, I don't know. I might not. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and follow me on Twitter and Instagram @ThatPeterAustin. And I'll see you very soon.